I wonder how this works. There's an instruction manual in the memory. I better look at it. No effect. No effect. An aluminum can full of leaves and twigs. An aluminum can filled with leaves. Weird. The detector shouldn't react to an aluminum can. I have to get these boards out. They're nailed together. It's locked. Reference number on a plate. H103123. That's it. The anti-nuclear shelter is opened.
Do you have something new?
I've managed to open the shelter hatch. I'll go down and try to find Hernandez.
I'm going with you.
I'll call Garrus for backup.
Let me show you something. His last masterpiece. It's called The Betrayal. It's my grandmother who's burning in this painting. She betrayed the one who loved her with all his heart. My mother left me, just like all the others. It's the young Vladana who made this sketch, based on her memories of her meeting with my grandfather. Sculpture is a fascinating art. Flesh is a much more interesting medium than clay. Isn't it a true masterpiece? He knew how to capture the intensity of the moment. You've managed to unmask me. It's a shame. I would have liked the game to have gone on a bit longer.
Our relationship. It wasn't a coincidence, was it? You had everything planned from the beginning.
I didn't plan our meeting. You're the one who contacted me during one of your investigations, remember? When I saw your name on my screen, I thought of Gustav McPherson, of course, your grandfather, who Mark Ackerman immortalized in his painting. Could it be that you were his descendant? I made some inquiries. And when I knew who you were, I decided to include you in my work.
So that's it. All these months you were just pretending? How could I have been so stupid?
Vic, you pretend to be as tough as nails, but really you're soft, sentimental.
Richard, how could you have become a murderer?
True artists must rid themselves of all the inhibitions that limit mere mortals. They must overcome all taboos. My grandfather made me understand this. I have freed myself of mediocrity. I've touched the reality which surrounds us. The brutality, the fear, the suffering, the death. Death has filled the void that I have always felt deep inside of me. This absolute, implacable. Its beauty terrifies the weak of spirit. The act of murder, Vic. It's a deeply moving artistic experience. Have you never sensed this? You who keeps company with all these victims and murderers?
You're completely insane.
Oh, Victoria, I'm free. While you and everyone like you live your lives like blind larvae, imprisoned by your comforting certitudes.
Ackerman killed so he could fill his canvases. Did you murder women to emulate your ancestor?
You don't understand. He didn't kill to paint. My grandfather's true body of work isn't the paintings. His art was murder. By putting these women to death, I've paid homage to Mark Ackerman's genius. I've reproduced the murders that he committed. The paintings are merely the testimony. In embracing my heritage, I had to go beyond mere pictorial imitation. I had to immerse myself in the creative act itself.
Good God, you really are sick. You seem so convinced of what you're saying. Why all this insanity? Because your mother abandoned you? She wanted you to have a chance, a future she couldn't offer you.
She betrayed me. Her only child. Like Beatrice betrayed Mark. Like you would have done too sooner or later. You always end up leaving. I hate you for this. But don't worry. I don't hold grudges. I offer you redemption by placing you at the center of my work.
Richard, I can't let this go on. I'm gonna have to turn you over to the police, Richard.
Finish my days locked in a cell like him? We'll see about that.